Y'all don't get Mowbray Day.
Yeah. I mean, you've had to look like, what the fuck?
You don't give us Mowbray Day?
We're like, basically they said, all school ran so good without you two hoodlums here these 12 days. You can take 3 extra days off.
We need some rest.
It's basically what they said. Actually, everything that's supposed to improve your absence of you two.
Oh, wow. They didn't get the vacation.
Yeah.
Lord.
Dude, I was off the chain, man.
It was a bad one. Pre-beard. Pre-beard, Jason.
Yeah. Yeah, like nowadays, like people in my family, like, you know, like, I hear people like, oh, my kid did this, my kid did that. Yeah. But was he smoking dope at 12?
Right.
Was he skipping school at 12? And like, you know, was he like jumping trains, you know?
Oh, damn.
We were jumping trains, yeah. Just great shit, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. I didn't have, like most people, I mean, here's what thing you do. They do a study, like, every 100 people said had a hard growing up. How many actually did, right?
Not many.
Yeah, maybe 2 or 3 or 4.
I tell my story, people that work about it.
But it's like, man, changing topics. Like, Shaquille O'Neal loves his stepfather, right? Watched him to death. But Shaquille would tell his story, like, right, you know, white people, right? You know, they're like, and they're like, Shaquille, your father abused the shit out of you. Mentally and physically. No, he was just showing me love.
Yeah.
Shaq, no. Like, he was abusive to you. And Shaq played off, you know, oh, well, maybe if it was, we were white, he'd be abusive, right? We were black, right? You know. Yeah, but he'd be probably abusive, though.
Abusive?
Yeah. But, I mean, but if you're like a 5'8" guy in the Army raising a 7-foot monster like that, you know, you can't be a bitch raising Shaq.
You can't. And you know, I actually resonate with what he said because my father was very, very abusive. I loved the daylights out of that man. And it took me a while to like recognize, oh, snap, that.
So, you remember we said earlier about the names changing places?
Yeah. Yes. It changed it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is love. No, that's trauma.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's you know, it was bad with my father, you know, because he didn't, you know, his father was blind and his father was mean, and he died early. And so my dad grew up mostly without a father, and I had 19 uncles. He had 19 brothers and sisters, and he was a middle child. Well, he almost got no attention. He was able to do whatever he wanted. He would. So by the time he turned 16. He was going every morning to go dig up worms, and he'll go downtown and go sell the worms and make his money and talking to the females, and then all around the same age as y'all.
Probably so. So let me ask you this: so how different does David turn out? Take the parents you have, right? And in the Martyrverse, your parents like the nicest people ever, the middle class. Are you the same person now? I don't think you are.
No. I'd probably be a horrible little shit, you know.
Still live in the basement playing video games.
So yes, with my grandma, some shit, taking advantage.
Grandma, get my Sprite.
Grandma, give me my cookies.
God damn it, David, you're 39 years old.
It was bad. Yeah, but that's exactly why I appreciate like everything I've been through, even though it was hard. I know I'd be a completely different person.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't want to trade my problems for no one else's.
So I'm a big thing on this, like so whether you like him or hate him, like the second George Bush, right? Of course he wrote his book about the president, right? Most presidents they write as a biography, right? Like I grew up in, you know, Little Rock, Arkansas, you know, had someone set my dick in the Oval Office, you know, or case may be. He based it on decision points of president, right? Like one decision point was like 911. So it's based on decision points, right? So if I wrote a book of my life, it would be based on decision points, differently. So back to the point is like, we all have these decision points, right? Like when you decide to move to Washington, that's a decision point, right? You decide to start black music, that's a decision point, right? I don't think we realize how many decision points, other decision points affect us. Like just like you're driving and your foot itches. So you itch your foot and you drop and you start going 40, you go 38 miles an hour. That causes you miss a light. It causes you miss something else, right? Because it's like all these things going on, right?
Yes. And I think when you think like that, You put yourself in control of one's future, because a lot of people ain't thinking about that. They're not thinking about, hey, you know what? This decision I'm making right now will impact the rest of my life. And the truth is, every decision that we're making in the now, in the moment, is making just as deep impact.
And it's quadruple for entrepreneur, right? For your entrepreneur, right? You got a small business and you have 25 people working for you. You don't realize you have 25 people working for you, but you have 25 people depending on you for paying their rent and their mortgage, right? And so you wake up one day kind of pissed off I mean, if I cut 5 people, I can make more money, right? But I realize that they have no more job, no more nothing, right? On your whim, right? I don't see people don't think through decisions.
Yeah.
Like they should.
They're playing checkers when they should be playing chess. You know, they're looking at the next move. They're not looking at what is that move going to affect. The next move is going to affect. You got to be thinking ahead. They're playing checkers.
How do we determine someone's smart?
There's different type of intelligences. It's emotional intelligence. It's a problem solving. There's many different type of intelligences. But I would say one's ability to adapt is how I personally would determine intelligence.
Do you think level of curiosity has anything to do with it?
Level of curiosity? Hell yes. Hell yes. If you have that level of curiosity, there's nothing that you can't learn if it's connected to that curiosity. There's nothing you won't be able to learn.
Can you be too young to learn? Like, obviously for like a 2-year-old, you're not gonna learn, like, you know, how to bake a cake, you know, but
I mean, I never tried. I wouldn't put it. I mean, if a 2-year-old was able to communicate to me and ask me to teach how to bake a cake, I would take that chance and teach that to her.
How about memory? Does memory play a role?
Does memory play a role? Yes, but not as much as you would think.
Okay.
Not as much as you would think, because some of the greatest learners don't rely so much on their brain. They use their body more often. So we use our brain to process, and the whole goal is to get whatever you learn out of your head and into your body. When you get in your body,
one of my daughters, Janice, she can remember stuff after she was 3 years old.
That's good.
Yeah, it's like insane. Like, yeah. So curiosity is a thing.
He said, like she's 3 years old for when she was 3
when she was 3 years old.
Oh, yeah, as far back. My memory doesn't go past like 6.
Yeah. Why has you? What did you do last week? I gotta check my calendar.
Yes.
Like at some point, if I was in a police lineup and they said, Jason, what do you do on the night of this night at 2 p.m.? Dude, that's fucking. If you want to accuse me of murder, just accuse me of murder, right? I can't tell you what I was at. I can't tell you what I eat for lunch like 2 hours ago.
Oh, real? Like, dang, I knew this was gonna come. I knew this day was gonna come.
Yeah, like I have no idea what's going on right now.
Oh man, that's real. That's a scary thing now that I think about it. I mean, I'll start writing Yelp reviews just so I can have it. It's just
I don't know. You have my IP to my iPhone. Just download it. Download my Google Maps.
right.
You know where I was at. You're spying on me.
I know you see me in the satellite.
Come on, just call your buddy Mark Zuckerberg and get my coordinates.
And he'll show you my last post in my longitude, latitude. Oh man.
So a more serious thing. So we're both involved in tech startups for a while. You know, that's all the tech startups, right? This is my big criticism of tech startups. What are we really solving, right, to make the world better, right? Do we need a fucking delivery app?
No.
Do we need a fucking sex dating app? You know? Do we need another, like, you know, well, all these like HR recruiting apps, you know? There's like 20,000 of them. Or there's like the last mile logistics problem. How do we get it, like, make them fucking walk, you know?
Right.
But are we solving, like, curing cancer? Are we fucking, like, putting them, you know, like, I guess I gotta take Elon Musk off the put people in the Mars thing, but right, what are we really solving, right? There's no like moonshots.
Yeah.
I mean, for there are, but it's like, man, like
a lot of people are too scared to aim high. A lot of times they're way too scared. Like they're claiming that their startup is going to be the next big thing, the least disruptor, but this young, they over here doing what 1,000 other startups done, and they're not doing anything unique or innovative a lot of times.
Same rinse repeat, you know, like 3 random white dudes from Stanford who are their granddaddies rich, you know. And that's another myth too, right? We tell ourselves Oh shit, that's not bad too. Pretty talented stuff, right? It's like, you know, the bootstrap founder, right?